Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Thryss. I am so happy to have you. So today we are going to learn this stitch right here. This is called the cross double. It is super easy. It is a 2-row repeat. You will pick it up in no time. It's a very basic simple stitch, and we will be using this a lot on my channel in the future. So excuse the dye on my hands, but if you guys would not mind liking and leaving a comment, even if just an emoji, it will really help me out, and I hope that you will like what you see and subscribe. So let's get into it. Okay, so you guys saw the stitch there. That is called the crossed double. Now I use this stitch a lot. So in my upcoming tutorials and patterns and stuff, that stitch is going to be prevalent. So I wanted to teach it to you now. So you're going to get a slip knot on your hook and not make a mess of it like I just did. Now, I'll probably say that this in every tutorial. It's a good tip. When I do my foundation chain, I do it in a full size up from whatever size hook I'm going to be using in my tutorial, because of my tension. My work will seem to bow because my foundation chain is so tight, so this is what I do to negate that issue. So this stitch is done in a multiple of 2 plus 1, so you are going to chain any multiple of 2 plus 1. So I'm going to do multiple of 18 plus 1, so 19. So make sure I'm zoomed in. Alright, so you are going to put a half double crochet. By the way, I definitely have dye on my fingers and my nails. I'm dyeing subscription boxes of yarn right now, so over here looking like the Incredible Hulk or Shrek or something. So you're going to work into the second chain from the hook. So your chain is not what is on your hook, it is these completed chains right here, like these. So you're going to yarn over and you are going to work a half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, and you are going to work 1 half double in every single stitch to the end of the row. So to do a half double, remember it is yarn over, insert your hook into the loop, hook it, pull it through, yarn over, hook it, and pull it through all 3. Do it again, yarn over, insert into the loop, hook it, pull up, hook it, and bring it through all 3. And that is what you're going to do in every single stitch. Okay, so we're at the end of our row here. Now I have 18 stitches, so I started out with 19. It was 18 plus 1, so I started out with 19 and I now have 18, so you will have 1 less from whatever you started out with. Okay, so that was row 1. For row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn. Now you're going to hear lots of clicking. It's raining outside, so my German Shepherd is running around the house. You can do a standard double crochet or you can do a standing double. Now I did see a lot of requests for me to demonstrate a standing double. I will be doing that in my beginner stitches and tips and tricks video that will be coming out soon. So for the purposes of just moving on with this crochet, with this tutorial, we're just going to do a regular double crochet. So you're going to chain 1, turn, you're going to yarn over, insert into that loop, hook it, pull it up, hook it, pull it through 2, hook it, pull it through 2. You are going to skip a stitch. So we're skipping this one and we're working another double crochet into the next stitch. Okay. Now, we are going to be working into that stitch that we just skipped. So to work into that stitch, we're going to yarn over and we're going to come in front of the stitch that we just made. So orient yourself, find the stitch that you just worked into and go to the one in between the 2 stitches you worked in. You're going to go in front of that double crochet you just made into the stitch that you skipped, and you're going to go behind, hook it, and bring it around town. Yes, there will be lots of SpongeBob references in my tutorials because that's the kind of person I am. You're going to pull it up nice and tall because with any of these crossed stitches, if you don't, they will start cinching and they will make puckering into your work, and you do not want that. So pull it up tall and then yarn over and finish off your double crochet. And this is what you're going to do down the rest of the row. So you are going to, now this stitch may confuse you if you're new, uncertain whether it can sometimes fool you, like you haven't worked into it. Just remember to feel it and see if there are loops coming off the side of it. So we worked into this stitch. So we're going to skip this stitch and work into this next stitch. Now a tip I want to give those of you who are blind, visually impaired, or very new, the way that I work, the reason I hold my yarn with my middle finger, not my pointer finger like most everybody else, is because I use my thumb and my pointer finger to keep track of what I'm doing. It's how I read Braille with my pointer finger, and it's how I keep track of my yarn. So I feel, and when I find the stitch I'm supposed to go into, I lift my thumb up, keeping my pointer finger there, and I put my hook into that hole, and as you can see, this is how I know that I'm in the right stitch. So just something that has really been helpful to me over the years. So you're going to feel for your stitch that you just skipped. You're going to pull that up tall and finish off your double crochet. And this is what you're going to do down the rest of the row. Skip 1, double crochet, then go in front and do a double crochet in the stitch that you just skipped until we get to the end. And I will meet you there. Okay, so we are at close to the end of our row. You should have 3 stitches left. So we're going to skip a stitch, go into this next stitch, do a double crochet, and then in that skip stitch, bring it around town. Okay. And then 1 stitch left, and you are just going to do a double crochet. So this is the stitch we worked into. This is our next stitch. It's kind of wonky because it was at the beginning of our first row in the foundation chain and all that stuff. So you just turn it till you find that V and go in there and do a double crochet. So this is what it should look like. You have a double crochet at the beginning and the end, and then however many cross doubles in between. So row number 4, wait, what were we at? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, we're at row number 3. You are just going to chain 1, turn, and you are going to put a half double in every single stitch across. Now, if you want, you don't have to do half doubles on these. You can do singles if you don't like half doubles. But this is how I typically do it, and like I said, this is something that I use in a lot of my patterns, especially if I'm just combining a bunch of different random stitches. I call this like my breaker row, or you know, something like that. So like this will be what I use to break up my pattern of stitches. So I'll have, you know, a set of stitches below it or set of stitches above it, to just kind of break it up and or frame some of the stitches. And then sorry about that. That's my Frenchie Gizmo. He's barking at, honestly, probably his reflection in the door. So I finished my row while he told himself off. Okay, so turning it over, this is what it looks like. I really like this as a, you know, breaker row or whatever you want to call it. You absolutely could just do this over and over again and it would be really cute. In fact, I have an idea for something I'm going to do that will pretty much primarily be this stitch. But so then the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to continue the pattern. You're going to chain one and turn. You're going to double crochet in this first stitch. You're going to skip one, double crochet in the next stitch, and then you're going to come back in the front into that stitch that you skipped, bring it around, up nice and tall, and finish it off. And then you're going to skip one, double crochet in the next, and you're going to continue that all the way down, ending with a double crochet in your very last stitch. And then in your next row it's going to be a single crochet or half double crochet, whichever one you chose to do. I did half doubles, that's what it looks like. And that's what you're going to do. So I will meet you back after we've done several rows and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so here we are. I've done several rows and this is what it looks like on the front. I actually kind of don't mind the back either. So there is a very distinct front and back, but I don't know, live on the wild side. I don't mind the back. So that is this. This was done with 24/7 cotton by Lion Brand. So it's a 4-weight and I did it with a 5mm hook. If you were to go up a size to a 6, it would definitely make a more lacy sort of fabric, and I think it would be really nice. So just to put that out there, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will have another one in a few days, and then next week we're going to do a stitch combination, and then my hope is the week after that we're going to use some of these that you learned this week in an actual garment. That is my hope. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me anything in the comments below that you would like to see me make. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one.